2 people watching already. Haven't even started yet. Play the glasses. Play the glasses. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hold on up to now. 3 people out there. Okay, Carl D. Hello, Edwards. Hello, Carl. Glad that you're here. Switch 1169. Hi, Switch. How are you, mate? Hope all's well, wherever you are. David R. What's up, bro? I do need something to be up, just do a live stream. Okay, anyway, here we go. Countdown Travel, good morning from Oz. Bobby Crush, Lamb's Navy, Eddie. That is coming up soon. For now, a little bit of cause light here. I'm heading back to Thailand March the 12th. David, okay. Okay. Oh, let's see. Kevin Malby Loetti at the Thailand. Will you be there? You'll be there. I'm at the Thailand in March. Michigan, USA. David, yeah, nice to hear from you, mate. Countdown Traveller, I've been to Australia. No, I haven't been there. I'd like to visit there. Well, lots of places I'd like to visit, but no, I've never been to Australia. Sure, it's got a lot of great things about it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. John Mitch. Hi, Eddie. Hi, John. Love that monkey face of yours. I've got a similar one on there. I like monkeys. They're great. They are. I've got a monkey on my, my profile picture is a monkey. I just put it there to begin with, and it's sort of stuck, basically. I like monkeys. Okay, Henry Mann. Hello, Eddie, the blue collar guy. Let's see now. Okay. Greetings from California. Enjoy the Bay of Buddy. Yeah, nice to hear from you all. In Melbourne, we've got Melbourne. We've got exotic destinations here. We've got Melbourne, California, and Bootle. Yeah. Okay. Exotic destinations. Let's see. John Mitch is going to be in Bangkok on the 11th of March, 18th of March. Where will I be? I'm not so sure, but my travels are coming up soon. That's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, Bobby. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is before midnight right now. It's what is it? 11 o'clock? Is it 11 o'clock in the evening? Something like that in the UK. I'm in the UK right now. I'm really, really pleased that it's not raining anymore. I mean, it's actually beautiful weather. It's cold, it's frosty, but it's really, really nice here right now. I don't mind the cold. I can always wrap up in the cold. It's the rain that I can't stand. That depresses me, that does. Okay, what we got here? Come on, chat, come back to me. As you notice, I'm still using this sort of primitive device, this Huawei, or however the hell you pronounce it, a tablet that I bought a couple of years ago, and I never got around to using it really, so I thought I may as well put it to some use. I am currently looking at smartphones to, to proper live stream. So remember, I think this is actually my 6th attempt at a live stream right now. I promised myself that after 30 live streams, I'm going to stop saying I'm still at the experimental stage. So I've only got another 24 to go before I stop saying that. Come on, chat, come back to me. Come on, chat, I can't see you. Come back. I'm missing you. Let's see. Someone's in Pattaya, world travellers there. Average guy travels, plan to go to Bali soon, would like to ask any European countries where a trip. Europe's a fantastic continent. Europe is magnificent. Most of the world's history comes from Europe. I mean, in what is really quite a small continent by continent sizes, you just look at what Europe's got. It gave the world its languages. Europe's a fantastic. I've got nothing against Europe. So many great places in Europe. It's going to be cold this time of year, unless of course you head to Spain or you know, somewhere like that. Even then, you know, the temperature's not going to be wonderful. Okay, come on, chat, come back to me. Oh. Carl Day when I'm next in Pattaya. Oh, don't worry, I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll be there. You know, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be traveling very, very soon. Yeah, someone mentioned guest friendly. Yeah, so someone's telling me about guest friendly hotels. Well, it's such a big question, that, you know, because obviously they're all different. You know, they're all different. You know, but basically, you know, Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, they tend to be pretty good. You know, you just ask in advance. Ask in advance, because you don't want to make the mistake. You do not want to make the mistake of, you know, hitting it off with a lovely lady in a bar and wherever you happen to be, buying her drinks, maybe paying a bar fine, lovely lady, and then you bring her back to your hotel and find that she's not welcome. You know, they're not going to have it. You don't want to make that mistake. So check in advance. Check in advance. Either ask them at the reception. I mean, what I sometimes do is get out of the way there. What I sometimes do, if I'm staying in a place for a week, I'll maybe book the first 3 nights, you know, online, so I know when I get off my form of transport where I'm going to be staying. I'll stay, you know, stay there for the first 3 nights, and if that hotel is, you know, not welcoming of guests, then you know, I'll stay somewhere else for the next 4 days after that. Okay, Eyes of Own, nice to see you there. My plans for later this year. I'm not thinking later this year, Owen. I'm thinking a lot sooner than that. Very coming up very soon. To be honest with you, very soon. Who's that? What's that? For 7 days staying on soy honey. Good. Soy honey's a good place to stay. Soy honey's a really good place. You don't have to go very far with soy honey. The problem with staying in soy honey, as I discovered, is that you're passing the same girls each time you walk up that street. And once you build up a bit of a rapport with them, you know, you may only be wanting to go for a walk or going for a beer or going to do some shopping, whatever. Sometimes, you know, the ones that you've got friendly with can, you know, hassle you a little bit, you know. So, you know, I prefer to stay somewhere else personally. Yeah, what are we off now? Come here. Yeah. Okay. Till it hurts, yeah. Yeah, I made. Eyes of Own. Rob, you going to Da Nang before, Eddie? Do you know something? Da Nang is the one main place in Vietnam that I haven't been. I've been all the other ones, all the main places that you can think of, but never been to Da Nang. I stopped there, landed there on an airplane once, and got a taxi to Hoi An, because Hoi An is a beautiful place, charming little town. But Da Nang, I'm hearing a lot of stuff. I always thought it was I heard years ago that it was a bland sort of place. You know, not really very exciting. But nowadays, I'm hearing the complete opposite. I'm hearing that it's a really interesting place. So it's got to be on the menu. Has to be on the menu very soon. Let's see. Soyeon is great. You can call a girl just from the balcony. Yeah, but what are you going to call that? I mean, what exactly? Hey, bitch, get here! No, that's not right. Is it? Okay, who's that? Isaman. Hello, Scout. I'm in Thailand now, at home in Udon Thani. I've never been to Udon Thani, but it was quite a few places that, you know, that's one of those rural places. Looks interesting. Looks interesting. Capio 78, that's interesting. Da Nang is not really a holiday location. Good place to live, maybe. Yeah, that is interesting, mate. That's very interesting point. There are some places that are a great place to visit, but not a great place to live in, and of course, vice versa. Maybe the perfect place to live in, but not really very exciting when you visit them. So that's an important point there. Let's see. Who's that's me? Mike, do any girls in bars or online? I meet them in bars. I don't, online dating. What? Maybe that's another subject we should talk about sometime. What is it? What is it called? Tinder? Tinder? Some people have mentioned Tinder. I've never thought about doing anything like that. Maybe it's worth investigating. Not for me personally, because I'm sort of old-fashioned in that way. But it would be an interesting video to make if you find some information about it, if anyone's interested in that sort of thing. I don't know what Tinder is. It sounds like it's online dating or meeting girls online. I don't trust things online like that. You never know what the hell you're going to get. I like to meet them in the flesh, quite literally in the flesh. Okay. Eyes of Own, just being Uden, it was very good, loved it. Okay, well, that's a good review. Good review, mate. I'll look out for your videos, definitely. Well, Sean, Steady Eddie, Soy 6 would be a good place to live. I'm not so sure of that. I'm not so sure of that, mate. I like Soy 6. Soy 6 is a legendary place. It's fantastic. It's magnificent. It's essential. If you go to Pattaya, you must go to Soy 6. But as for living there, I mean, well, that's to me, that's like, feeling hungry. Soy 6 is a giant Christmas pudding. It looks great. You're hungry for it. You can't wait to get your teeth into it. But if you wake up and eat too much of it, Jesus, you'll get pig sick and you just never want to see it again. I think that's probably what Soy 6 is like. Great place, great place to visit, but no, I couldn't live there, mate. Okay. Joe Mitch, Bardu. I'm not so sure where Bardu is. Mr. Mitch, nice to hear from you, Mr. Mitch. Yeah, good for you being here. Yeah, meeting in flesh, but yeah, I like it. I like it in the flesh. Okay, yeah, okay. What motivates the mind of a troll who just wants to be vulgar all the time? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Andrew Johnson, I had booked my flight for Thailand and Cambodia. Thinking about Ho Chi Minh City too. All of those places fantastic, Andrew. All of them fantastic. Thailand, for all that everyone says about it these days, it's still an essential traveling destination. Cambodia is a great little country. Ho Chi Minh, fantastic city. If you've never been there, you've got to say. The problem I'm having with Cambodia right now, the way I see it, is that is now a country which does not have a proper beach resort anymore. Have a look at the videos of what they've done to Chinookville. It's not very pleasant. I visited Cambodia many times. A friend of mine used to accompany me, and we kind of got used to going from Phnom Penh to Chinookville. Those two places complemented each other perfectly. You've got that wonderful city, Phnom Penh, which is with its raw-edged third world charm, fantastic. And when you got tired of the city, you then get on a bus, which may take about 5 hours, a minibus. You head down to the beach resort of Chinookville. Fantastic. You get tired of Chinookville, you go back to Phnom Penh. The two places, absolutely magnificent. It's not the same anymore. It's not the same. Chinookville looks, I've seen videos of it, it just looks like a building site. The Chinese are building casinos everywhere, and it's just not the same. I don't know. Cambodia, yeah, but Chinookville's not on the cards for me right now. Anyway, where are we going? Yeah, RCL, yeah, absolutely. Where do we go? What am I looking at now? Charlie, stay my close to second row so you use the bar for Sunbeam Hotel on Soy 7 is okay. RC Outlaw, mod some people, mate, you have trolls. I don't really get that many trolls because I tend to ignore them. Trolls are attention seekers, and they don't get a great deal of attention from me. They really don't. And it's like, I've probably said this before, but when I was young, I was told, that if there's an idiot about, what you do is you ignore that idiot, and sooner or later he'll just go away. And that's what trolls do. You just keep ignoring them. They eventually get tired and they go away. I don't have too much of a problem with that. Okay, chat, come back to me. Cause light. It's a bit weak, but it keeps the calories down. It's refreshing anyway. It keeps the calories down. Okay, what have we got here now? Who's that? Who's that? Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. What we got here? Eyes of Owens here, yeah. World Traveller. I'm not the same neither. Big Fat Bestie, nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. Hi, Welsh John. Sameto Chang. Chang for me. Okay, let's see. Who we got here? Alex got Andrew, make sure you hit Sharky's bar in Phnom Penh. It's good for drinks to start. Joseph, I went to Sharky. I think there's 2 Sharky's bars now in Phnom Penh. I went there when I first went to Phnom Penh many years ago. And I went into Sharky's bar and it didn't have the best reputation. But there was a couple of places in Phnom Penh which was supposed to be well known, very, very good for ladies, but also with a dodgy reputation. There was Sharky's bar and also the wonderful Walkabout on 51 Street. And, you know, Walkabout is gone now. It's a shame because that was such a good place. As for Sharky's bar, well, I never actually went in it again after that first, after that first visit. Red Horse in the Philippines. What are we up to now? Let's see. Yeah, okay. What's that comment there from Capio 78? Sounds funny. Anyway, yeah, I get the joke. Yeah, okay. I'm just having a... Oh, mate, what's your problem? I'm not even going to say his name. He loves making vulgar. Well, there I go. I'm contradicting myself now. I'm giving him a bit of attention, and that's exactly what he wants. Go on, carry on, mate. Just keep making your vulgar comments, that's what you're all about. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see now. FCC in Phnom Penh is one of my fave bars anyway. What's FCC? What's that? Don't know. Probably I may do, but I don't know. Okay, come on, get this up. Let's see. Andrew Johnson, must have been my first time in Cambodia and Vietnam. Have I thought about South Korea? Not really heard good reviews about South Korea. Mixed reviews. I'm not so sure about that one. Never been there. But Cambodia, the islands of Cambodia are still great. Siam Reap I love Siam Reap. Everyone loves Siam Reap. It's a great place. Phnom Penh, fantastic city. Not to everyone's taste, but I think it's a great city. But Chinookville is probably best avoided right now, which is a shame. But as for Vietnam, there's so much to Vietnam. It's fantastic. You will want to go back to Vietnam again and again. Who's this? Pat Adams. Cheers, man. Back spending most of the year in Thailand and neighbouring countries. Yeah, nice to hear from you, Pat. I've met Pat. I met him in a bar in Bangkok once. Yeah, it's good to hear from you, Pat. Hope all's well. And, well, I'm sure that, you're looking forward to heading back to Thailand, as I am. Who's that? Capio. I was in Pattaya a few days ago with my wife. It's boring as hell if you take your way to Pattaya. Well, yeah, it's like taking Mickey Mouse to Disneyland. It's not the ideal. No. Don't take your wife to Pattaya. Please don't. Ever been to Penang? Yeah, I went to Penang once. That's in Malaysia. I was a bit disappointed with that one. I was a bit disappointed with Malaysia, come to think of it. They simply weren't as friendly. And the idea of Penang, being a beautiful island, beautiful tropical island. And I seem to remember the Lonely Planet guide said something like, who would not like Penang? Well, I didn't like it. Yeah, it's a bit of a, well, maybe I see it. Maybe I see it again. Let's see, Andy Johnson, only £62 return from Don Muang to go to Ho Chi Minh City. That's true. The flights from Thailand, from Bangkok, Don Muang usually, to Vietnamese destinations are great value. They are terrific value. But if you've got a 20 kilogram suitcase like I have, you know, there's all kinds of hidden charges. So what appears to be brilliant value to begin with, it quickly goes up. But there's still good value. Yeah, there's still, Vietnam's a great country now. And if you're in Thailand and you want to go to Vietnam for just a couple of weeks, maybe 14 days, you can get a 15-day visa, which is really 14 days there. Very, very easy. You can book a flight, very reasonable price. You turn up at the airport, they'll give you a visa, you know, free, no problem at all. Visa on arrival for, you know, for 2 weeks. Fantastic, fantastic, very, very simple. Vietnam is very, very easy to get to from Thailand now. Okay. Charlie Carter. Okay, so apart from Patong, Pattaya, PP, and Samui, what else suggested celebrating a birthday? Well, I don't know. Those places sound pretty good. Okay, Francis Dickham. Interesting comment. I don't live in. I haven't. You know, I haven't actually lived in Liverpool for 30 years. Believe it or not, I don't live there. But anyway, you know, I'm still in the UK right now. Let's see. Bangkok, Dusty Snoop. Yeah. Hello, Jim. Hello, Jim. Good evening to you. By the way, what are we going to talk about on this live stream? This is kind of a spare at the moment thing. When I've done these before, it tends to be after midnight, but this is a bit early tonight. Oh. Well, I've got 135 watching anyway. There's probably not many live streams on a Monday night anyway, so that's why I thought I'd, you know, do this one. Okay. Let's see. Is Yeah. So where's it? Yeah, Caprio 70. Well, it certainly isn't me, mate. It certainly isn't me. Let's see. You were from Clarktown or used Trichon. Yeah, whatever. So what was I going to talk about on this live stream? Bearing in mind that I didn't actually plan to do this. I thought, you know, it's late at night. No one else is doing a live stream, so I'll do one. Well, I was going to talk about the next big thing. You know, I keep hearing, you know, everyone knows Thailand's a great place, but, you know, it's no longer the bargain it once was. Cambodia is a great little country, but it hasn't got a premier beach resort anymore. And Vietnam is a fantastic country, absolutely. I keep hearing about Colombia, funnily enough. Some people, I heard a lot of people recently mentioning Colombia is a great place to visit. I've been to Colombia. I've done a tour of South America about 10 years ago. And I spent a month in Colombia, and it was a magnificent traveling destination. The people were fantastic. It had some beautiful parts, beautiful islands. Cartagena is an amazing Spanish colonial city. Is it a real hotspot, you know, for meeting ladies and all that? I don't think I was coming to the end of my South American adventure when I'd done that one, so I'm not really so sure. I couldn't claim to be an expert on that one. Anyone else got any ideas about Colombia? Come on, you know, I'd love to hear from you. Let's see. Okay, come on. Tony McQuaid, good to see you here. Nice to hear from you, mate. Hope it's not too cold in Canada. It's bad enough here in the UK. It's you know, I'm sure Canada's freezing, but you know. Okay, let's see the eyes of all. Let's see. I just get that. But Tim Jones recently saw the express given time to flick in favour of Malaysia. I have to say I quite like Malaysia. Certainly that cheap and retirees are well looked after. Malaysia, maybe there's a lot more too, but I went there many years ago, Malaysia, and it was not as instantly likable. No offense to Malaysian people who may be watching, I'm sure there's some really good people there, but you know, it didn't really. It didn't really work for me. Some funny comments coming in there. Yeah, Red Robin. Lots of hot girls in Colombia. There are, because I've seen them. I stayed in. Where did I stay in Colombia? Began in a border town, crossed the border from Ecuador into Colombia. stayed in a little town called EDDY'S, and then went on to another couple of places. Then I travelled right through Colombia by public bus, and they've got a very, very good bus service, you know, overnight buses. Travel right through Colombia. I remember, you know, going to this lovely, lovely countryside on a bus, and they were all Colombian people on board the bus. I was the only Westerner. And all of a sudden, in the Colombian heartland, I thought, oh my God, the bus was stopped by the military. And Jesus Christ, you know, I had a hangover because you know, I'd gone out and got drunk the night before. But basically, it was stopped up by the military. They were all in a military uniform. I don't know what they were, you know, FARC rebels. I don't know what the hell they were looking for. But yes, you guessed it. It was my bag that was taken off the bus because I had this big black, you know, rucksack thing, and they wanted to know in it. Now I can't speak any Spanish, but one of the Colombian military, and they all had big Kalashnikov things hanging over them. It was very, very intimidating. One of them could actually speak very, very good English. I was talking about South America. That is one place in the world where you can't get by simply with English, you know. But this guy, to his credit, spoke perfect English. He asked me a lot of questions. It was quite, but he was polite and everything. You know, it's all about traveling. You know, occasionally, like, you know, you're going to be faced with, you know, the Colombian military or whatever you do. But yeah, Colombia is a great place. There are beautiful, beautiful women there. I think I'm right in saying that Cali it's well renowned for its advanced plastic surgery. A lot of the ladies have plastic surgery. Also, the women that you see in Cali, in Colombia, are really well dressed, and they are just naturally glamorous ladies. I think really I should have got to know that place a bit more. It's, well, yeah, Colombia's. If that's, I hear a lot of people mentioning Colombia nowadays. So if that's the latest hotspot for meeting ladies, then you know, I want to know more. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Big fat bestie. I've been, you know, thanks for your info on Kiev. There, I've been to Kiev some years ago. I don't always feel comfortable in those, you know, any European cities. I'm always very, very cautious of those places, especially when you step into, you know, go-go bars and that sort of thing. I always think I'm going to get ripped off, so I just don't go in them. Okay, well done, Sophie B in Pattaya. T. Louise, have I ever heard of them changing the avenue into a big bar complex? I know where the avenue is in Pattaya. I'm not in Pattaya right now, but I have heard something about that they're going to change it into a big venue. I think someone said they're planning on making it the Nana Plaza of Pattaya. Well, that'll be interesting, won't it? That'll be interesting. You know, another Nana Plaza sounds good to me. World Traveller. Okay, World Traveller. What is your favourite go-go bar in Pattaya? I'm not telling you because it is so damn good. I'm going to keep it a secret. But you know, the women are, oh, they are sensational. It's down Walking Street way. The women are just, oh, you could not imagine more perfect bodies. I mean, oh, geez, it's like as if somebody's got his chisel out and sculpted those bodies. Absolutely fantastic. You know, amazing. And the guy who runs it, I still can't. I think he's the music's so loud in there. I think he's American. He's a really, really good guy, and you know, he knows my face by now because I always pay that place a visit. And it's a brilliant place. They serve a large chang at 110 baht, and you can also get that black rat cider at 195 baht for the 500 milliliter can. I like that very much. That's my favorite bar, but I'm keeping that one a secret. John Mitch, Windmill a Go-Go. You know, that's very, very crammed. It's a good little place, that Windmill. I've heard about that for a long time, but it's Windmill. It's so crammed, that place. It is so crammed. I go into Windmill. It's fine. You can get a cheap draft beer and all the rest of it, but I can't stay in that place for very long. You know, it always seems to be rammed full whenever I go in there. I found a go-go girl once to go for the drink. She complained so much I paid her 1,000 baht to go away. Make what you please with that one. Kink Bar in LK Metal. Do I know? I probably I may have been on there. May have been on there. Sugar Sugar. Yeah, that's a good one. That's pretty good. Pin Up is the best in my opinion. Pin Up. Where's Pin Up? Where's that? I can't even remember having heard that one. Uh, Harry Wilson. Hi Ed, where are you from? What do most people know by now? I actually originally from the exotic destination of Liverpool. That's where I come from. I haven't lived there for 30 years though. I haven't lived there. You know, times were hard in my day, and Liverpool. You know, Liverpool was a place to get out of. You know, now I hear it's a great city, but you know, I live elsewhere now. Okay, let's have a look. Pin-up is on Walking Street. Okay, next time I'm there, I'll try them out. Andrew Johnson, Skyfall is fantastic. Uh, this I'm going to say a very cheap and cheerful thing now. One of the reasons I've never actually been in Skyfall is that they never have boards outside with drinks promotions, or I don't think they do anyway, you know, for draft beer or whatever, like a lot of the other places do. So if they don't, I always assume it's more expensive than the others. But Skyfall, it appears on so many of Bangkok 112's videos. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know the chair that he sits in to get his surreptitious shots. It's on so many of those videos. You know, I feel even though I haven't been inside it, or not, you know, I know it already. But it might be interesting to give it a shot one of these times. Annie Wilson. Okay, Sophie B. Why did you leave the UK, Eddie? No, that's wrong. I actually live in the UK. I still live in the United Kingdom. You know, sporadically. I live here for half the year, and I sporadically go abroad for the other half of the year. Uh, oh yeah, Skyfall. Yeah, no. And there's lots of gorgeous girls inside. Yeah. Okay. Well, well, I'm going to pop my head in next time I'm there. I'm going to pop my head into Skyfall, see what it's all about. Sophie B. Girls man. Okay. Are you really a woman, Sophie B? Quite often, some blokes put women's glamorous pictures in the profile, and I'm not so sure, but let's see. Lenny Harry, I'm sort of Bangkok 112. I watch Bangkok 112. Not when I'm in Thailand. I don't watch them when I'm in a hotel in Pattaya because I can go out and see that sort of thing. But when you're back in the UK and it's a cold night, you sit there, you want to relax. It's the perfect thing to relax to. He's a very, very good filmmaker. Bangkok 112. We can put a 20-minute video together superbly, really. He's even the most ordinary things, he can make them seem interesting. He's very, very good. Don't begrudge him at all. Sophie B, you're a girl. Okay, good for you mate. Nice to hear from you. Yeah, let's see. Okay, here we go. Death Row, remember that he was not impressed in Vietnam because all the chicks were in the 40s. I've been to Vietnam many, many times. And, Saigon, Nha Trang, they're all great places to visit. I did go to Hanoi many years ago, but this recent time I was there, it was really good. Very, very friendly place. I really liked it a lot. But yeah, that's right. The women that I was meeting in the bars, the ones that were approaching me, they were all in the 40s. They looked like they were at least 40 and maybe older than that. And also, they looked very persuasive and I have to say, very, very untrustworthy. So I didn't bother. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Look at this. Let's see. Come on, let's see what we're gonna. Tony McQuaid, he's just checked out Sophie B's chat. Have I heard of Sophie B before? I may have done in the past. I don't know. On YouTube. So anyway, yeah, this was going to be the subject, but I forgot about it because in my drunken haze, I forgot about it. It was going to be the subject of my late night live stream. What is going to be the next big thing? Years ago we thought Thailand's great, and then maybe Cambodia's the next big thing. Vietnam. You heard this phrase, don't you? Vietnam is the new Thailand. Cambodia is the new Thailand. I'm not so sure about that. There's only one Thailand, and I know we all know that it's no longer the bargain it once was, but it's still a marvelous place to visit. And how expensive it will become in the future, nobody knows. But it's always going to get its tourists one way or the other. It's it's a great country. But the next big thing, like I said, I'm just hearing so many people mentioning Colombia in this day and age. It's funny, I've been to Colombia, but I know Brazil better. I've travelled for a lot more time through Brazil, and it's interesting, isn't it, that you never hear anyone saying Brazil is the next big thing. That's the place. Everyone knows that Brazilian women are hot. They are beautiful. They are sensational. But you don't really. Why is it that you never hear of that many people saying, "Get out to Brazil. It's fantastic. That's the place to be going to." I've travelled all over Brazil, and it is a magnificent place. I've been there a couple of times, but funny enough, you don't really hear people mention it much nowadays. It seems to be, I think is it the fifth largest country on the planet? I haven't heard anybody mention Brazil to me for a very long time. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Come on, come back to me. Okay. Okay, happy. Eddie, just been watching Busted in Bangkok. Anything dodgy ever happened to you when you've been there? No. I'm far too dull. I've been traveling to these places for, 30, these kind of countries for maybe 20 years now. And I've never had a major problem, never been robbed. The worst that ever happened to me, I got pickpocketed in Saigon once for about the total sum of about $20 US. It taught me a lesson. I wrap my belongings up a bit more carefully. I've never ever had a serious problem. There's simple rules, and I think I mentioned this in a few videos. Number one, never trust anybody. If some local stranger comes up and is overtly friendly to you, instantly think the worst. This guy, he may appear friendly, just don't trust him. Never trust anyone. That applies to traveling or in everyday life. Never trust anyone. Another thing, never get involved in anything that you shouldn't get involved in. If anything in these countries is against the law, then say no to it. Just say no to it. It's just don't get involved in anything you shouldn't get involved in, and you'll be quite all right. No, I've never had a serious problem at all. I'm pleased to know. Okay, let's see now. They speak Portuguese. They speak Portuguese in Brazil, and that's too hard to learn just for a holiday. Well, all I can say, Dan, is that Brazil is a magnificent country. I'll tell you where I travelled in Brazil on my, couple of, and I've spent months in Brazil. I travelled, obviously, to Rio at first, amazing city. From Rio to Paraty to Curitiba, which is very modern, very well orderly city. Porto Alegre, which is fine. Then down to Iguaçu, the waterfalls, absolutely magnificent. Then where else have I been? Yeah, I've been to Manaus, across the border from Colombia back into Brazil. That was quite an adventure. Took a boat through the Amazon, a proper Brazilian boat, for about 3 days. Manaus, what's that place? Fortaleza in the north. It's terrific. So many great places in Brazil. It's a fantastic country. Some amazing women in Brazil. And yet the strange thing is, in this day and age, like you say, I'm hearing an awful lot of people in recent times mention Colombia. That's the place to go to. Brazil seems to be the forgotten country. It's just the way it seems to me. And you know, I think it seemed to recall about 10 years ago. On my second visit to Brazil, I thought, you know, if money was no object and I could afford to retire anywhere in the world and live a really good life, I would pick Brazil. You know, it's fantastic place, marvelous place, Brazil. You often, you know, it's got this terrible reputation for violent crime. It's, you know, it's full of violence. It's full of this kind. It's a load of rubbish. I'll tell you what Brazil is full of. Brazil is full of ordinary Brazilian people going about their ordinary everyday lives. That's what it's full of. You walk around the streets of Brazil, the people are just fine, you know. Yeah, not a problem. You know, I'm starting to miss Brazil. I think that's going to be worth another visit. Okay. John Rich, is Brazil a scary country? No, it didn't scare me. It was, you know, I went back there a second time. It was this. It was this. It was this. Is that someone trying to promote themselves? Okay. There you go. There you go. Is this some idiot trying to promote their own business on my live stream? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's do it again. Have we got there? Have we got there? Yeah. Spammers. Come on. Come on. How are we doing? Yeah. There you go. Okay. Right. There you go. Okay. Let's see if we can do that again. Come on. Yeah. Hide user on this channel. Okay. A couple of people. Well, this is obviously the same person with different names there. They were trying to advertise curtains on my live stream. Well, I've drawn the curtains on them, haven't I? Oh my God! Oh my, jeez, I don't know. Somebody, excuse me, all of you people watching this YouTube channel at this time of night, did you tune into this YouTube channel because you want to buy a pair of curtains? Is that the reason? Oh, Jesus Christ! Well, it's curtains to them anyway. Oh, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see. I got to visit the barber shops in Saigon. A couple of bar. Let's see. Jacques de Beaufort. What a lovely name that is. Most beautiful women in the world are in Moscow. I've never been to Russia. No, I've thought about it. It was Moscow at one time, not so long ago. It was said to be one of the most expensive cities in the world, which I was really surprised about it. Just really surprised about it. But no, I've never actually made it there. Well, maybe for the future when I'm looking at new places. Okay, it's only because yeah, no curtains. You don't want to buy a pair of curtains, Tony. Neither do I. How much are the curtains? Okay. You think, what next? Bloody hot dogs? Someone going to come on and try and sell hot dogs? Okay. Robin Hood. Okay, cracking name that. Are you Liverpool or Everton? I'm not really a big football fan, to be honest with you. I don't have the time for it. But I would like to see Liverpool win the Premiership. They've never ever won the Premiership, and it's about time they did. And I think this is going to be their year. I'd like to say, for friends of mine, who are Liverpool fans, not for me personally, but yeah, it would be good. I'd celebrate in a small way, when Liverpool win the Premiership. Okay, Sean, nice to hear from you, son. Okay, damn it. What is my favourite design of curtains? Oh, well, yeah. Actually, I prefer blinds, actually. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Mitch, peanuts, get your peanuts. He's advertising peanuts now. Yeah, cool. All right. Ben Davies, when am I going back to Thailand? It won't be long now, mate. It won't be long now. I left Thailand early December. So when was that? Was that about 6 weeks ago? It's not long now. I'm going to be back out there. I've had a nice little break. I'd like to say that I've kept myself sober, but that's not necessarily the case. But I've relaxed. I've relaxed. The last couple of months. It hasn't been. I hate rain. There's been a fair bit of rain back in the UK. I hate rain, but the cold is. It's okay. No, I'm okay. Sometimes you need a holiday from your holiday. I went through a phase some years ago when I was doing 6 months travel in a block each year. I'd go abroad early September and I wouldn't return until March. 6 months in a block, which was fantastic. But I didn't keep that up for very long because that is 6 months of eating and drinking and eating and drinking. And you know what? For the full 6 months of travel, it's hard to sustain your enthusiasm for 6 months. Sooner or later, it becomes same old, same old. So now I break my travels up. I've done 3 months recently. I've got another couple of months coming up very, very soon. I've got so I'll probably be abroad again, shortly after that. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Right now, I'm back in the UK. I'm having a break from travel. I'm still putting videos out. Hey, come on! Those recent videos that I put out haven't been bad. Some of them have got some really healthy viewing figures recently. Those ones that are done on the island of Koh Samet. Tropical islands don't always go down that well on YouTube, but those videos seem to go down well the way I see it. So not the last one. It was only a little one last time, but the other two before that, they seem to go down really well. So I'm gearing up and I'm making plans for my travel. It's coming up soon. Okay, who's that? Say hello to me mate Raf. He loves you, Eddie. Okay, Sean. Hello, Raf. How are you, Raf? Okay, all the best to you anyway, mate. Jonathan Bull, we're going to go back to Koh Rong. Koh Rong is a great little island. Something I've never actually seen the other one, Koh Rong Samet. Is it called Koh Rong Salem or something like that? I never actually made it to that one. Koh Rong is a beautiful, stunning little island. The problem with those places now is that in order to go there, you have to go to Chinookville. And right now, the way I see it, after some of the reports I've seen recently, I'm in no rush to go to Chinookville right now. It just looks, it's not the place I know from old. It's Chinookville. Me and my best mate, we used to travel out there. We got to know that place quite well. Chinookville was terrific. Where it was a great little place, and it was just a wonderful place to visit. And now you look at videos of Chinookville. Go check them out on YouTube. Go and look out at YouTube videos of Chinookville right now in this present time, and it's not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight at all. Hey, let's see. Come back to each chat. Okay. I'm going to. Okay. It's time. Okay, back by popular demand. Lamb's Navy rum. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I ignored this for many, many years, but for me, it's the numero uno of rums. Lamb's Navy rum is magnificent. Every time I pour myself a glass of Lamb's Navy rum, I imagine Caroline Monroe was going to come storming through the door. Remember that Caroline Monroe, that famous 70s Lamb's Navy rum poster? She was the poster girl. Absolutely magnificent. Oh, beautiful. Lovely stuff. Beautiful. Have your Lamb's Navy rum with one small ice cube. Beautiful. Oh, magic. Where am I? Okay. Okay. Stay frosty. Nice to hear from you, mate. Nice to hear from you. Glad you're here. Sophie Bay, last question for me, please. What is the best thing about Thailand? There's a lot of great things about Thailand. It's hard to pick the best one. It's hard to pick the best one, honestly. But there's so many good things about Thailand. getting there. It's quite easy to get there. It's friendly people. They're still friendly. A little bit more cynical than they used to be, but it's wonderful. Those islands, some lovely, lovely islands. Alex Garland, he's been more articulate than me. He said the women. Okay, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Okay, simple. Well, Welsh John. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, okay. Sophie, this is getting a bit smutty, this, but it's good for Sophie. What's a Sophie Welsh, John? A soapy. I'll tell you what a soapy is. It's an afternoon well spent. That's what a soapy is. A Bangkok soapy. My God. Hey, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something about Bangkok soapies. I found myself a great little Bangkok soapy massage parlor. Fantastic. And the girl that I met there, yeah. Oh my God, she was absolutely beautiful. She was 33 years old, just a perfect body, absolutely beautiful, lovely big eyes, absolutely magnificent, lovely girl. And I had a soapy massage with, and it was so magical that I went back again and again with the same girl. Absolutely amazing, wonderful. And then I went back one day, and I'd been suffering from a cold, because that air con in the hotel room, it was causing me problems. And I went back one day, to see this girl, I'd sort of built up a rapport with, and she wasn't there. And I ended up going with another girl, and the other girl was not quite in LA, but she was a lovely girl. But you know something? That's the thing about soapy massage places. Bearing in mind that I've been suffering from a cold. This second girl did not get the air con right, and it was freezing in there. It was free. Jesus Christ, the activities of that massage. Oh my God Almighty! It was freezing. She had the air con blasting at a cold temperature, and I thought I'd been suffering cold. I'm sorry to say this, really sorry to say this, but I couldn't wait to get out of there. You know, if you're going to have a soapy massage, make sure that they get that temperature right. You do not want to freeze to death while you're in there because it's very wet and you know, you know, it's it's very very wet in there. If you've been suffering with cold, that could be disaster. You could end up you'll go in there with the cold and come out with pneumonia. Happy. Yeah, okay, fine. Nice to hear from you. Let's get a party on hotel with a bar. Yeah, okay. Stay frosty. Good advice there, mate. Sounds good. I'm a bit suspicious about some people. Okay, but okay. Dan, why is your job such a secret? I also the two things I keep a secret: what my job is and where I live. Because the fact is that I don't want my job invade my YouTube channel. I don't want my YouTube channel invade my job. I like to keep the two things separate. You know. Oh, Jonathan Bolden. What is a manga? Oh, you've seen that video. Oh no, you might be talking about something. I was talking about wongas, wasn't I? No, a manga. I mean, that's something I only heard that word quite recently when someone used that word to describe me. It's someone who likes going out and getting ladies and just for the fun of getting ladies and whatever in Southeast Asia. But a wonga, that's a woman who goes to places like Gambia and Egypt and Turkey and places like that. So some decrepit old 65-year-old woman goes to these countries so that she can have a bit of rumpy pompy with all the handsome young gigolos. That's a wonga. Well, what a wonga is like a fellow who does the same. And if it's all right for one, then it's all right for the other. That's what I say. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, Sophie B. How long have I been on for? Jeez, the time goes by. It's getting nearly an hour. It's nearly an hour now. This is a Monday evening. There's 138 watching now. Thanks for those 48 thumbs up. That's really, really good. It's a late Monday night. One of the reasons I've done this, I'm just in the right frame of mind. And at the end of the day, I'd like to do these live streams and, mention, in advance to people. But I think you've got to be in the right frame of mind. And right now I'm in the right frame of mind. I'm having a little bit of fun. And it makes all the difference. I think it makes it a better live stream. One of these days, I will get a better setup for all of this. I tried to do a live stream on my main laptop. And my main laptop, just about everything. I can upload videos, I can edit videos, I can do everything with my laptop. It cooks me dinner for me, it makes me a cup of coffee. It does everything for me. But I just simply could not get the live stream app going on it. It just, it was so frustrating. So I just thought I'd just stick to this. Lenny Hardy, thanks for that comment. Thank you. Let's see now. Well, here can mean Sophie B. I like you, Sophie. I like your picture. Anyway, I like your picture. I like it. Okay. There's going to be loads of guys on this channel that are going to be checking your channel out, Sophie. They're going to be very, very cute. Okay. BB Bolty. Yeah. BB Bolty, thanks BB Bolty, cheers for that super chat there, very, very kind of you, thank you, and it's glad that you're enjoying this. This has gone over a lot quicker than what I expected. I didn't realise we're on for nearly an hour now. It's late Monday evening. It may well, I haven't got a clock handy, but it may well be midnight by now. So it's interesting to see this time. I mean, a lot of British people may well be going to bed now, to get up for work tomorrow. Or in America, it could well be early evening there, so it's probably a better time. I'm just getting used to this sort of stuff. At the end of the day, the videos, they come with privacy. But I'm really pleased, since I've been back in the UK the last 6 weeks, a lot of those videos that I made have gone down really, really well. I'm really pleased with the results of it. So I'm really pleased about that. And there's a couple more videos. Then I think the next video that I'm going to make, by the way, is on a not very nice subject, but it's an important one. It's one that you should at least think about. It's the awful subject of food poisoning. It's, I visited Taiwan, a few months back, and oh, Jesus. I ended up getting food poisoning. It really spoiled a lot of things for me. That's the next video that's going to be coming up anyway. So, it's not a pleasant thing, but, it's an important one to think about. And if you're going to be traveling for any time, at least bear that in mind, food poisoning. Okay, so, that's a bit of a grim subject to be talking about this time of night. So come on, let's get back to the chat. Sean McKiddon, my laptop can't give me a dirty massage. You obviously haven't met my laptop. Let me see. Let's see. It's 7 p.m. in America. Okay, well, that must mean there's different time zones in America, but that must mean that it's midnight here. The Church of Most. Jonathan Ball, Jonathan, world traveller. Nana Plaza, the Church of Most. Nana Plaza is fantastic. It's well worth a visit. But at the end of the day, it's well worth a visit. But in what it offers you, it isn't really any better than Walking Street in Pattaya, really. And Walking Street, and obviously other places in Pattaya, the likes of obviously LK Metro, Soy area, much better value. There's nothing you can get in Bangkok really that you can't get in Pattaya. Yeah, Sean McGoldrick, thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that comment. Thank you. Big Jim, nice to hear from you, Big Jim. I hope you're okay there. You're still in Liverpool now, yeah? I'm sure you are. Charlie, well, I was in Philadelphia. PP worked at long time. I was sick in a bin. Oh, yeah. Okay, so someone's talking about food poisoning. Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about in my next video. That's coming up. I'm editing that right now. That should be coming up later this week. It's a grim subject, but if you're going to be traveling, it's an important one to bear in mind. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I should mention something. Yeah, I have actually registered for a second YouTube channel if anyone's interested. It's called Steady Eddie Live, and there's nothing on it right now. The idea I was thinking maybe doing some live streams exclusively from that channel, because what it is that you know it does make sense to keep one channel for videos and one for live streams. But it's like a lot of things. I set up I actually set up a Patreon account a month or so ago, and then never bothered getting around to it. I don't think I'm going to follow through with that because it's so time consuming. And I think if you're going to do something like Patreon, you've really got to make it worthwhile that you're going to be delivering the goods. And if you haven't entirely got the time for it, then I don't think it's going to be worthwhile. The second channel, well, it's there. It's there at the moment. It's dormant right now. But the plan was to use that when I start traveling again, to use that exclusively for live streams. I'll see about that. Right now, the fact is that right now, I mean, I left Thailand. It was about 6 weeks ago, something like that. I'm back in the UK. There's been no shortage of videos to make, and the videos that I made, I'm really, really pleased at the way they've gone down. So, a couple of weeks time, I'll be on my travels again. There's still a few more. Well, there's at least a couple more videos to go out. So right now, there's no shortage of things for me to do anyway. Uh, uh, Let me see now. Yeah, Francis Digman. Yeah, no, this is interesting. Multi-channels confuse people. Yeah, you're probably right there, mate. You're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah. Yeah, Tony McQuaid. Yeah, you're right there. This works great, Eddie. Why complicated? You're quite right. I mean, my plan was to maybe if I get this second channel underway, I think you need 1,000 subscribers in order, to qualify for live streams. Uh, what I'm getting, sort of mixed feedback since I've done a few live streams recently, and obviously these are a bit rough and ready. I'm not using the equipment that I should be using. Uh, these are new channels, but I'm not so sure that live streams mix with videos, proper videos. I mean, there's a lot of people doing simply live streams in this day and age. Maybe the reason that they're doing simply live streams is that it's harder work doing videos. You have to sit down and you have to edit them. But I came to YouTube to make videos, and this is the kind of thing. The editing it can be hard work, it can be time consuming, but it's rewarding in the long term because I like doing it and I like the idea. I'm doing something a bit creative. A few people are not really very keen on live streams, so we'll see how it goes anyway. It could be the case that maybe I'll do one live stream for every 3 videos, something like that. I don't know yet. But Big Boy 70, yeah. Francis Dickon, what do I think of the Thai exchange rate? It's not as good as it used to be. Yeah, that's what I think of it. Okay, let's see. Sophie B. Yeah. I'm just getting about somewhere to go right now. Francis. Okay, happy. Let me see now. What is this? Come on, come back to me. Happy. Eddie, did you check out the Beverly Plaza? That hotel that is at a major overall. Might check it out myself next time I'm there. The Beverly Plaza was the first hotel I ever stayed in Pattaya many years ago, and I loved it. I stayed there again and again. Every time I went back to Pattaya, it's got a swimming pool, it's got a breakfast, it's got friendly staff, it's got a great location. The Beverly Plaza was great. I think the reason I stopped staying there is when I started traveling for longer periods of time. It's a reasonably good value hotel for what you get. But since I started traveling for months rather than weeks, uh, obviously I become a bit more budget conscious, and that's why I found cheaper hotels elsewhere. But believe me, I got some very fond memories of the Beverly Plaza. Very fond memories. Let's see, what have we got now? Let's see now. Jonathan Baldwin. I've ever met Jack Carter on YouTube. Have I ever met Jack Carter on my channels? No, I don't know what Jack Carter is. Jack Carter was the character Michael Caine played in Get Carter, I believe. Jack, no, I don't know. Yeah. Uh, you need to get a proper video and audio quality. This 80s resolution quality. But we like to I don't know, I like 80s stuff. I like things with a bit of a raw edge. It may be dark here and it may be a bit gloomy and rough around the edges. But this is late at night, it's late this is late night entertainment. I could do with a late night backdrop to go with it, couldn't I? I'll try and get that sorted out sometime. Okay, where are we off now? Where are we off? Go on. PJ Poppycorn, what editing software do you use? I use Wondershare Filmora. I think it's Chinese. I use it. It's not perfect and it can be a little bit slow, but it's the devil you know. It does all that I want it to do. Almost all anyway. Yeah, Wondershare Filmora. It's pretty good. Lenny Harry, GoPro for the high quality. Do you know something, Lenny? Recently I bought my first GoPro. A few weeks ago, I bought a GoPro. Do you know something? I took it out of the box once. I haven't even got it up and running yet. I haven't even tested it. The GoPro that I've got now, that I bought a few weeks ago, is the GoPro 7 Hero Black. The GoPro Hero Black 7 or something like that. And the reason I bought that one is because the more up-to-date model, the GoPro Hero 8, I haven't heard such good reviews about that one. I think the consensus is that the 7 is the better one for this. I'm really keen to see what the stabilization is like, but I haven't tested it. I haven't even charged up the battery yet. But that will be going on my travels with me very, very soon anyway. Jonathan Bolden, Jeff. Oh, you meant Jeff Carter. Yeah, I've never met Jeff Carter. I've never met Jeff Carter, but I've watched his videos for many, many years. Yeah, I watched his videos, and his videos are really entertaining. It makes some really, really entertaining stuff. Yeah, very, very likable. Yeah, that's it. It's good entertainment. Well, I've been subscribed to his channels for many years and watched his videos. So I've never met him. I think he's always seemed to be. I think he's always, I've never met him. He's always in Pattaya when I'm not there. Let me see now. Bernie Num Nums. Oh, you're a name familiar. Oh, you're from down under. Not down under. Oh, okay, well, glad to see you here then, Bernie Num Nums. Who's this? Alex Garland, Eddie, did you get embarrassed when first making videos in public when you started? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. The thing is, in this day and age, you see someone walking around with a camera talking to himself. So what? I mean, no one really cares about it. I mean, with all the latest technology nowadays, I mean, people have mobile phones. They have, and I'm not up to date on mobile phones. I don't really use them that much. They have what is it, Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff. I don't know the details. Don't bother with mobile phones. But years ago, many years ago, when I grew up, if you seen somebody walking down the street talking to himself, you would think, nutter. That man's a nutter. He's talking to himself. He should be locked up. Whereas now, you see someone walking down the street talking to himself, you think, well, he's obviously got some kind of mobile phone gadget that we don't know about. He's probably got the most sophisticated mobile phone. He's not talking to himself. He's talking to his friend on the phone. This is the modern technology. No, you go and talk and do what you want in public, and as long as you're not offending people, then that's just fine. No, I've never had a problem with it. Never had a problem with it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Lenny, yeah, okay. Teddy Servey, did I get an Instagram or a Facebook? I've had a Facebook for a few years now. Well, not that many years, just a few years. And ultimately disillusioned with it. I'll cut to the chase. I think it's a load of rubbish. I just think it's a load of rubbish. I think I joined a few Facebook groups, over 50s Facebook groups, and it just, oh, Jesus. However this sounds, the people who use these Facebook groups are pathetic. You try and put an intelligent comment there. They don't want to hold up, they want to show, they want to show pictures of their pussy. Their cute little cat. You know what I mean? Sorry, madam. You're 65 years old, and I do not wish to see your pussy. I don't want to see your pussy message. Put it away. Okay. No, but you get the idea. You understand what I'm talking about, And as for Instagram, which I believe is owned by Facebook, I set up Instagram a couple of years ago and I've never used it. To think about all of these things that you set up. You register with these sites. They're very, very easy to set up. But the difficult bit is getting around to using them. I've never used lots of things. Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that I've been registered with. I've just never used it. I did use Facebook, but I just thought it was a load of rubbish. The idea that anyone's got a 1,000 friends on Facebook, I've got it made. I've got 1,000 friends on Facebook. What a load of rubbish. How many of those 1,000 friends are going to turn up to your funeral? We'll see that. I was on one site, and these 50-year-old people, somebody posted a question that said, how far would you go to make how far would you go to meet up with a Facebook friend? And somebody came out, some British guy said, I once went to Australia to meet a Facebook friend. Others said, I went to Europe to meet a friend. I went to the other end of the country to meet a friend. And my comment was, I personally wouldn't cross the road to meet a Facebook friend. Because I don't trust him. I'm the wrong person for Facebook. Far too cynical. Load of crap. Okay, where are we now? Who wants a sip of my rum? Okay, yeah. Okay. 79 Nedley. Okay, I'm taking a sip of rum. Beautiful. Lamb's Navy. Can I have one wish? Can I have one wish? That Caroline Monroe is gonna walk through the door right now. Oh my God! You don't know Caroline. Just type in Lamb's Navy around Caroline Monroe and take a look at that woman. Let's see. Yeah, happy. Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you. No, that was a swig. Okay. Bernie numbers. Where am I now? I'm at home in the UK. And I've booked my flight. I've booked. Well, no, I should say I booked my flights because I'm heading off to Thailand and I'm also going somewhere else. I booked the flights. I booked a lot of the hotels. What else have I done? I'm struggling with a certain visa right now, which I'm not going to mention it, but certain visa. I'm going to get me. I'm in the process of doing that right now. Yeah, the travel. Steady Eddie will be back on the road very, very soon. Very soon. Bloody good stuff. Get another ice cube in a minute. There we go. Yo. Bloody good stuff. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. This isn't such a bad little machine. Okay, it's rough and ready. It's bargain basement. I had a contract with this tablet thing, Hawaii tablet thing, for a couple of years. Very, very rarely used it, so I kind of brought it back from the dead, and at least I'm now, now putting it to use anyway. It's late night stuff. Let's see, where are we now? Jason Pack, going to South America sometime. Well, I've been there and done that. You know, South America. It's wonderful. You know, I would never ever rule out another visit. I've been, wow, South America, Brazil, Argentina, uh, Bolivia, which I think is the most spectacular landscape in South America that I came across. Absolutely magnificent. Peru, which is wonderful, you know, um, Ecuador, Colombia, they're all great countries. Also, the Central American countries, Nicaragua, I love Nicaragua. That was very quirky. Cuba's a great place. Mexico, Belize, where else? Costa Rica. Maybe I didn't see the best of it, but there's so many great places there down that part of the world. Wonderful. Yeah, could well be worth another visit. Alex Garden. Alex Garden. Eddie thought on owning a bar in Asia, so you stay there full time. No, because I'm not. I've no plans to stay in a one place. And I've met lots of bar owners in various places in Cambodia and you know, various other places. You know, British guys who've gone, and they don't always seem that happy to me. You know, because they're stuck there 12 months a year, and those kind of places are not always fun for 12 months a year. They may be fun during the peak season, but during the rainy season, when there's not many people about, they're not a great deal of fun there. They don't always seem that happy to me. No, I'm just happy traveling, and I'm a free spirit. I'll do what I do. I'll go wherever I want, and I'm just happy to do that now. I've said this before, but you know, I'm no spring chicken. But you look at a lot of the fellas my age who live in the UK. What do they do for kicks? What's the highlight of their life? They go to their local social club where some decrepit band, you know, who thought maybe 30 or 40 years ago that they were going to be the next big thing. There they are. These old age pensioners are playing, you know, the guitar in this social club. And this guy my age, he goes to the social club with his massive 20-stone wife with their tattoos on her biceps and I don't know. I don't do that. I see these people living these kind of lives, and that's just not me. I'll do my own thing. I'll be a traveller until I die. You know, I'll keep traveling. I'll keep traveling. Yeah, you know. Let me see now. Lenny Hardy. Okay, Lenny Hardy. Thanks for those comments. Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate that. Simon Briggs, who do you fly with? Well, I usually Eva Airways, which is a Taiwanese Airways, which is very good from Heathrow. But this time I've got a good flight with Thai Airways. It's £506 return, a direct flight from Bangkok from Heathrow to Bangkok for 500. It's barely 500 quid. And I have flown with Thai Airways before many years ago, and I thought they were very good. And yeah, I'm not complaining with that at all. Thai Airways, it's nice to be using them again. That's coming up soon. Let's see now. I think they're talking about somebody else. Where do you, Sports and Towers? Where are you from originally? Originally from Liverpool. Adam Tapping, we're flying with Eva next week. Yeah, Eva's a good airline. Good airline. Basically, it goes from Heathrow to Taipei via Bangkok, which means it's a direct flight from Heathrow to Bangkok. A direct flight for the price of an indirect flight. That's Eva Airways. It's a good airline. I've used it many times, many times. Nothing glamorous, nothing over the top. Not top of the range, but it's bloody good. Let's see now. Let's see now. Okay, David Mayer. I'm going to Mexico next week. Good for you. Good for you, David. Good for you. I know you're American. Not sure where in America you live, but Mexico's a good place. Lovely stuff. I went to where did I go? I went to Cancun, which I wasn't very impressed with, but I think it's about an hour away. A place called Playa del Carmen, which is a far more likable place. You know, very nice. Well, have a great time, David. Have a great time. Bali and I will got a round trip from Dallas to Medellin, Colombia for $250 but a budget airline. Sounds good to me. Alan Tapping. Let's see, who are we? Even and Jonathan Bowen, even and Thai, spot on. Well, for this particular time, Thai Airways actually turned out to be a little bit better value than Eva, so I thought, why the hell not? Tony McQuaid booked Eva out of Toronto. Yeah, there's certain places where Eva doesn't fly, but I'm pleased to say that you've got that from Toronto. You know, I think a lot of European countries don't do Eva, but you know, we're lucky here because you can get them from London. Let's see. Let's see. Well, let's track of this now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I've been to Asia before. Okay, I've flown so much, I'm still scared of flying. How do you get used to it? You know, Alex Garland, I've flown so much and I'm still scared of flying. How do you get used to it? I don't fear flying. I never have done. It's just that, you know, the overall journey is such a long journey. And always remember, whatever your flight is, you can easily double that with all the other things that, you know, getting to the airport, checking in, leaving the airport, this, that, and the other. You can double that time. Yeah, you know, it's a very long journey, and I always sort of dread it coming. Not because I'm afraid of the journey, I just want it over and done with. But then, you know, there's that fantastic moment when, after that long journey from home in the UK to arriving at your hotel in Thailand, wherever you're going, Bangkok or wherever, that fantastic moment when you arrive in your hotel, you plonk your luggage in the middle of the hotel room, you open the fridge door, you pour your first cold beer, and you think to yourself, that's it, I've arrived. That's a great moment. That is a terrific moment. And that's the one that I look forward to. Let's see. India. I've been to India many years ago. All the stuff that I heard about, you know, Delhi belly, it did actually come through. Not for the first couple of weeks, but after that, yeah, I did get Delhi belly. Okay. Sports and travels. Have a couple of sleeping pills on the plane. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd never ever do that. I think you kind of get used to it. You kind of become dependent on stuff like that. DNOT, the worst part of flying is going home. Yeah, okay, agree with you there, bud. Agree with you there. Big Jim, do you find better to fly direct and stop over? Yes, definitely, definitely. This is why I liked Eva Airways in recent years because it is a direct flight for the price of an indirect flight. From Heathrow to Bangkok, it's about 11 and a half hours going and about 12 and a half coming back. And for some reason, it always seems to be longer on the way back. But even, yeah, definitely, because the fact is, whenever I've had an indirect flight, you end up somewhere, you know, you could be you could end up in India or in Arabic country, Oman or wherever. And it's not a good experience because you've got a couple of hours changeover, which means if the flights are on time 2 hours or you know or 1 hour, you know you're rushing to the airport. Whereas I think the last time I done an indirect flight, it was with Oman Airways. It was a 2 hour changeover, but then you had a 4 hour delay to that. So being stuck at Oman Airport, I think it was Muscat for 6 hours. Oh my God, that put me in. You know, I think I swore then in future I'm going to even pay more money for the direct flight. You know, I just don't want to be doing this indirect stuff anymore. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, come back to me, chat. Come back to me. Uh, Someone's worried about flying over Iran. Well, I don't know. I don't think I want to. I don't think I'd want to fly over there right now. Remember that airline that was blown out of the sky flying over Ukraine, Malaysian Airways? Uh, the fact is, it was revealed sometime later that Qantas Airways and I think a few other airlines hadn't been flying over Ukraine for 6 months simply because it was a designated war zone. And so someone was, the fact is, no, I don't want to fly over any war zones. Who's this now? Tampa guy, yeah, traveling agent is not on schedule. You have to roll with it. It can be frustrating. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, that is right. You've got to accept that sometimes things aren't on schedule. But what I'm saying is that even Airways, every time I've flown, they've always been on schedule. Never been a problem. Never been a problem. Well, I'm choosing Thai Airways this time simply because it was a few quid cheaper, but it's just as good an airline. Give it a shot anyway. It's Bill Clark. It's Tuesday morning, Angeles City. Angeles is a good place. Good place. I enjoyed it there. That was my first visit to Angeles early last year, and I really enjoyed it. Wouldn't rule that one out going there again. Wouldn't rule it out at all. Okay, where are we now? I think this is my longest live stream. This has come up to 1.5 hours now. Let's see. Okay. It's getting a bit late, and that must be about midnight. Okay, cheers, Red Wing. Cheers, Red. Ezra, did you ever stay in Jomtien? Do you like that area? I've never actually visited Jomtien at night time. That's a place when, you want to go somewhere different in Pattaya. You just hop on a BART bus, and Jomtien is very, very close. Only 10 baht to get there, 10 baht on the way back. Dead easy. But I've had to wander around that area. And what can I say about Jomtien? Well, there's not many people who speak English, I know that much. I think are they all Russians there? Are they all Russians? Maybe that's the Russian place. There seems to be a few pleasant, but perhaps I would have checked it out of a night time. But no, I've never stayed in Jomtien. There's probably a lot more to it. Maybe check it out sometime. Maybe find out what it's all about. But it doesn't look like the most exciting place to me. But then I don't know. I've never been there at a night time. Why go there at a night time when you've got Pattaya? Okay, I'm going to finish this live stream soon. It's coming to 90 minutes now. Yeah, my travels is very. Well, it's coming up soon. It's coming up soon. Couple of weeks time, yeah, it's coming up soon, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've had a nice little resting time back here in the UK. I've done a few things that I wanted to do. I've continued to make videos, as many of you will know. Really pleased about that. It's like I say, it's nice to have a break from travels. I've said this before, and I know that I'm repeating myself, but I don't think I want to go back to doing 6 months traveling in a block, because 6 months traveling in a block, that is 6 months of eating and drinking. Unless you've got a special reason for doing it, like as if you're traveling around South America for 6 months. It's 6 months of eating and drinking and eating and drinking, and it can get a bit much. Sometimes you just want to, time out. What I've been doing here, this is like my interval, my UK interval from the traveling life that I have in the winter, and it's working really well. It only seems like last week that I left Thailand. It was actually 6 weeks ago. A couple of weeks' time, I'll be back out there. I've got nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. Let me see now. Okay. Uh, who's that? Dario, when you decide you're going to continue to live in the UK, I don't know what retirement's all about, really. I don't know what retirement's all about. But continue to live in the UK. The thing is, at the end of the day, I'm British, and I've paid national insurance all my life. And if ever I felt ill, I would expect the British Health Service, the National Health, to look after me, because I paid tax and I paid national health. Uh, for so many years, all my life really. And basically, as for retiring in a foreign country, I would never. I still haven't thought which country exactly would I, because I like traveling. I travel around different places. The idea of going abroad and staying in one place, I've never really given that much thought, to be honest with you. But also, the things, if you are going to retire abroad, just make damn sure that you get, all your insurance and everything's sorted. And it's probably a good idea to find a way to continue paying your national health back in the UK. At the end of the day, you just never know what's around the corner. I'm no spring chicken. I'm perfectly healthy right now. Tomorrow, I might not be. You just don't know. You just don't know. But you've got to safeguard it. At the end of the day, I'm still British. There's still certain things about Britain that I like. And even though I find Britain to be really bland, which is probably why I go abroad so much, at the end of the day, this is still a place where, I'd expect the national health to look after me if I fell ill. But then again, if I did fall ill, and I couldn't travel anymore, my life wouldn't be a great deal of fun, would it? Okay, where do I now? Okay, Adrian Tappan, thanks for that comment. Let's see. Okay, I'm coming to the end of this now. Okay, Mitch. Okay, thank you, Mitch. All right, thanks for that. Always great to hear from you, mate. Cab driver. Any chance of any videos from the dark side in the Pattaya next time? A lot of people. It seems to be the in place to go, the dark side. Yeah, it's every chance, everything. I've met a couple of people from the dark side, and they seem okay. Seems to be worth a visit. Okay, I'm going to get this chat up, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Okay. Come on, come back to me, chat. I know that you're there. Bill Clark, good man. The happiest expats I know are connected to their home country. Yeah, it's probably wise. Probably a wise thing to do. Okay, it's 101 hour 31 minutes. I think it's the longest live stream I've done. Retiring the Isle of Man. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wrap this one up now anyway. Time's passed very, very quickly now. I will say thanks for watching. God bless you all. That's if you have a God. That's up to you. I don't want to. No, I don't want to get into that. Don't offend any religious people. Whatever. I'll say thanks for watching. Have a lovely week. I hope if you're in a cold country like the UK and it's very, very cold here right now, or maybe some parts of America or Canada are a lot colder. I hope you're wrapping up well and staying. And I hope you're looking forward to heading out to Thailand and the Far East, as I am right now. Okay, I'll stop waffling. I've still got a bit more Lamb's Navy rum to drink before I go to sleep. Okay, Welsh John. Let's see, Welsh John, Alan Peters, Sports and Travels. Yeah, it's been great fun talking to you all. Okay, thank you, everyone. I'll catch up with you soon. There's a couple more videos coming up in the near future, and I'll say good night, thank you, and see you soon. Cheers.